Today, we have breaking news from the Middle East. Israel has just concluded a 2-day military operation in the occupied West Bank, specifically in the Jenin refugee camp. The Israeli forces have withdrawn from the Jenin refugee camp, bringing an end to the largest military operation conducted by Israel in the West Bank in nearly 20 years. The operation involved drone airstrikes, hundreds of special forces, and tanks, and lasted for 48 hours. Unfortunately, the operation resulted in casualties on both sides. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, 12 Palestinians were killed, while 141 others were injured, with 20 in critical condition. The Israeli Defense Forces reported the loss of 1 soldier. Israeli officials have defended the operation as a counter-terrorism measure, aiming to dismantle terrorist infrastructure in the area and break the camp's reputation as a safe haven for militant operatives. The Jenin refugee camp has been known as a stronghold for Palestinian militant groups, ranging from established organizations like Palestinian Islamic Jihad to newer splinter groups like the Lion's Den. Over the past year, several militants who have carried out attacks against Israeli civilians sought shelter or hailed from this densely populated camp. During a speech at the U.S. Embassy's July 4th celebration in Jerusalem, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu labeled the militants in the Jenin refugee camp as the most legitimate target on the planet, due to their desire to annihilate the country. While Israeli leaders praised the operation as a success, with intercepted weapon production lines, confiscated explosive devices, and the destruction of weapon manufacturing sites, hideouts, and labs, new Palestinian attacks following the operation have raised concerns of escalating violence. Just yesterday, during the second day of the operation, a Palestinian attacker drove a car into pedestrians at a bus stop in Tel Aviv, before emerging from the vehicle wielding a knife and stabbing 2 civilians. The attacker was shot dead by an armed civilian, and 8 Israelis were wounded, 3 of them in serious condition. Hamas, an Islamic militant group, swiftly praised the attack as the first response to the Jenin operation. This incident underscores the challenges in achieving lasting peace and stability in the region. Now, let's shift our focus to the aftermath of the operation. The residents of the Jenin refugee camp, home to 18,000 Palestinians, are expressing anger and shock at the level of destruction caused by the IDF. Streets have been reduced to rubble, apartments damaged, storefronts blown out, and cars crushed. According to social activist Abed al-Salam al-Hagar, the infrastructure in the camp has been severely damaged, with bulldozers destroying streets, digging up the water pipe network and electricity lines. As a result, the camp is currently without basic utilities, leaving its inhabitants in a dire situation. The NGO Doctors Without Borders has also reported that the destruction has hampered their efforts to deliver medical care to the dozens of wounded. However, the IDF has stated that all the injured individuals received necessary assistance. As tensions continue to escalate in the region, it remains to be seen how the situation will unfold in the coming days. That's all for this breaking news update.